Most people believe they are too smart to be scammed. They think a scam is a poorly written email from a prince asking for a wire transfer. They think it's obvious. But in 2026, if you are looking for obvious signs, you are already vulnerable. The game has changed. We are no longer dealing with lone hackers in a basement. We are dealing with billion-dollar enterprises that use artificial intelligence, deep psychological profiling, and patience to dismantle your financial life. They don't target your greed, they target your trust. And the scary part is, the smarter you are, the more likely you are to fall for it. Because smart people are used to solving problems, and these scams are designed to look like opportunities that only smart people would find. Today we are going to look at the 5 specific traps that will drain bank accounts this year. We will look at the math behind why they are impossible, and we will build a defensive system to ensure your wealth stays yours. If you have ever clicked a link and felt that moment of panic, or if you have almost sent money to someone you thought you knew, do not feel ashamed. The modern scam industry is engineered by psychologists and data scientists. They know exactly how your brain works under pressure. They know that if they can trigger your fear or your desire centers, your logical brain shuts down. The victims of these scams are not just the elderly. They are software engineers, doctors, and financial advisors. In fact, people who are financially active, like you, are the primary targets because you have assets worth stealing. You are not stupid for being targeted. You are simply a high-value mark in a global game. Think of the modern scam like a Venus flytrap. To a fly, the plant does not look like a threat. It looks like a source of nectar. It smells sweet. It looks safe. The plant relies on the fly's natural instinct to seek food. By the time the fly realizes it isn't standing on a flower, but inside a stomach, the trap is already shut. In 2026, scams are no longer attacks. They are mimics. They mimic your bank, your boss, your children, and your investment platforms. They don't break in. You invite them in because they look exactly like the nourishment you were looking for. Let's start with the most terrifying evolution. The AI clone. You get a video call or a voice note from your daughter, your spouse, or your CEO. They look like them. They sound like them. They are in trouble, a car accident, a jail cell, a kidnapping, and they need money immediately. The pig butchering scam. This is a long con. It doesn't start with a request for money. It starts with a wrong number text or a match on a dating app. They don't ask for anything. They talk to you for weeks, maybe months. They build a friendship. They share photos of their life. Eventually, they casually mention how much money they are making on a specific trading platform. They don't ask you to join, they just show you their results. When you finally ask them how to do it, they reluctantly show you. You deposit $1,000. You see it grow to $1,200. You withdraw the money successfully. Now you trust the system. So you deposit $50,000. You see it grow to $100,000 on the screen. But when you try to withdraw that large amount, the account locks. They ask for a tax fee. Then a verification fee. The money was never there. The app was a simulation. This brings us to the high-yield bot scam. You will see ads for AI trading bots, promising 1% or 2% daily returns. They claim to use arbitrage to guarantee profits. Let's use math to prove why this is a lie. If you invested $1,000 and earned 1% per day reinvesting the profits, in 1 year, you would have $37,700. In 3 years, that $1,000 would turn into $53,000,000. In 5 years, you would have more money than the entire US GDP. If anyone had a bot that could generate 1% daily, they would not sell it to you for $50 a month. They would keep it secret and become the richest person on earth. If the math doesn't work, the project is a lie. This targets the side hustle economy. You get a job offer to optimize apps or rate hotels. It pays suspiciously well, maybe $100 for an hour of work. They pay you a small amount first to build trust. Then they tell you that to get the next set of high-paying tasks, you need to unlock a tier by depositing your own crypto. They call it a security deposit or training fee. You are not an employee. You are the customer. You are paying to work. Finally, the phantom debt collector. You receive a formal-looking letter or call claiming you owe money for an old bill, maybe medical, maybe a loan. They have your old address. They have the last 4 digits of your social security number. They threaten legal action or arrest if you don't settle today. Fear makes you pay $500 to make the problem go away. But the debt never existed. They just bought your data from a hack.so. How do we defend against this? You cannot rely on your eyes or ears anymore. You need a zero-trust protocol. For most of human history, seeing and hearing were enough. If someone looked like your family, sounded like your boss, or spoke with authority, Your brain accepted it as truth. That instinct kept us alive for thousands of years. Today that instinct will bankrupt you. This is why you need to adopt what cybersecurity professionals call a zero-trust protocol. Zero trust means a very simple thing. You trust nothing by default. Everything must be verified. This is not paranoia. This is adaptation. The world has changed faster than our instincts have. AI can now replicate faces, voices, writing styles, and emotional reactions with terrifying accuracy. Caller IDs can be spoofed. Emails can be cloned pixel for pixel. Even video calls can be faked in real time. So if your security system is still based on, "it looks real," or "it sounds right," you have no security system at all. Let's build one. This is the single most important step you can take today. Sit down with your immediate family, your spouse, your children, your parents, and establish a family-safe word or phrase. Something simple, something memorable, but something that is never used in public or online. Here's how it works. If you ever receive a call, voice note, or video message from a family member claiming there is an emergency, a car accident, an arrest, a kidnapping, a hospital bill, you do not react emotionally. You ask one question: what's the family password? A real family member will answer immediately. An AI clone will not, and this is critical. Do not accept excuses. Not, "I forgot." Not, "I don't have time." Not, "I'll explain later." Urgency is the weapon. The password disarms it. Scammers rely on panic because panic shuts down logic. The safe word forces a pause. And that pause is often the difference between safety and financial disaster. This one habit alone has already saved people tens of thousands of dollars. It costs nothing. It takes 5 minutes. And yet most people don't do it, until it's too late. Most people think their accounts are secure because they use two-factor authentication. What they don't realize is that SMS-based verification is no longer secure. Hackers don't need to hack your phone. They hack your phone company. This is called a SIM swap attack. A criminal convinces your mobile carrier to transfer your number to a new SIM card. Once they control your number, they control your texts. Password resets, bank alerts, verification codes, all of it goes to them. You never even see the attack happening. The solution is simple. Stop using SMS for security. Switch every important account, email, banking, crypto, social media, to an authenticator app like Google Authenticator, Microsoft Authenticator, or Authy. Even better, use a hardware security key, like a YubiKey. A hardware key is a small physical device that must be plugged into your computer or tapped on your phone to log in. No key, no access. It doesn't matter if someone knows your password. It doesn't matter if they steal your email. Without the physical key, they are locked out. Yes, it costs around $50. That $50 can protect hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is not overkill. This is what executives, cybersecurity professionals, and high-net-worth individuals use. If your financial life matters, your security should reflect that. Most financial damage doesn't start with stolen cash. It starts with stolen identity. Someone opens a credit card, takes out a loan, leases a car, all in your name, and you only find out months later when the collections letters arrive. Here's the truth most people don't know. You can stop this completely. Go to the 3 major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and freeze your credit. It is free. It takes about 10 minutes. And it prevents anyone from opening new credit in your name. Even if a criminal has your social security number, your address, and your date of birth, they hit a brick wall. When you need to apply for credit yourself, you simply unfreeze it temporarily. Then freeze it again. This should be the default state for every adult. An unfrozen credit report in 2026 is an open door. If your bank calls you, hang up. If your credit card company calls you, hang up. If support calls you about suspicious activity, hang up. This feels rude. It feels uncomfortable. It feels wrong. It is also correct. Caller ID can be spoofed. The number on your screen means nothing. Scammers routinely impersonate banks, government agencies, even local police departments. Here is the rule. Never continue a conversation that you did not initiate. Instead, hang up. Look at the back of your debit or credit card. Dial the official number yourself. If the issue is real, it will still be there. If it was a scam, the problem disappears instantly. This single habit eliminates an entire category of fraud. Every scam, without exception, attacks one of two emotions: fear or desire. Fear of losing money. Fear of legal trouble. Fear of missing out. Desire for profit. Desire for opportunity. Desire to help someone you love. The moment you feel a sudden spike of emotion tied to money, that is your signal to stop. Scammers know this. That's why everything is urgent. Act now. Last chance. Today only. Don't tell anyone. Real institutions do not behave this way.